और चिल्लाओ, और चिल्लाओ. Terrible, terrible. Hey, what is up, guys? It's me, MC, BC, LMNOP, Q, VRST, UV, W, XYZ. Thank you to all my 3 fans. We're here today because of the OnePlus 5T Star Wars edition. I've had the device for a whole day, but I have not been able to unbox it because I will be learning from my Guruji. I will be learning from, I'm very nervous about meeting Guruji. From my Guruji, Mr. Therapy. Big round of applause, please. He will be teaching me all the techniques of how to take it out of the box and what goes into all that. I had a script, but before we go on, I have something to say. You might not like hearing this, but this OnePlus company has ruined my life. What are you laughing about? They've ruined my life. I am unable to use any device that does not have dash charging. You know, before in the old days, you could put your phone to charge and then you could go wash some dishes, change your clothes, have a bath, use the bathroom. But today I can't do that anymore. I put the phone into charge. Maximum I can wash some dishes and then I come back and then the phone is fully charged. Please stop it, OnePlus. Stop it. This is madness, frankly. Thank you for laughing, sir. You're very kind. I will give you a voucher. My referral code will come to you by email. But anyway, enough about my personal problems. Today is going to be an amazing, amazing evening, and I think you guys should start by making a ton of noise because there's going to be a lot of amazing things over here. So let's hear it. 1, 2, 3, go! Wow, achanak ud gaya sab log, like, ah! All right, lots of amazing people are going to tell you lots of amazing things over here. So please pay attention. I'd like to call up on stage Kyle. Let's do this.
Jose, thank you. All right. Mumbai, how you guys doing tonight? Good? I didn't hear you. Let's do it again. How you guys doing tonight? Good. Better. All right, so OnePlus team, we're excited to be here tonight. Excited to be back in Mumbai. It's been probably maybe a half year since we've been here. It's good because before I got up here, I saw a lot of familiar faces, and that's always nice to see. Also want to thank everybody across India who's watching the live stream tonight. So glad to have you guys. So this weekend is OnePlus's 4th birthday, okay? So when you have a birthday, you sometimes reflect, right? You think, you look back and think how things are going. And for us, we're pretty happy. We feel lucky. It's been a great 4 years. And some things may have changed over those 4 years. Our team's a little bit bigger, and there's a lot more of you guys in the community, so that's great, right? But at the same time, I think the things that are core to OnePlus and what's really important, those things haven't changed, right? And so for us, what's core to us, right? And for us, it really comes down to making superior product, and making superior product for users that have very, very, very high expectations, and that are very demanding, right? And that's you guys, right? So a lot of you guys here tonight and a lot of you guys watching have been with us since the start, right? You know, I talked to a couple of you guys already, and a couple of folks here have every OnePlus device, right? And I think we wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for you guys, not just because of the support, but because of the expectations you hold us to, and that's reflected in terms of how we make product. So we appreciate the support, and again, I don't think we'd be here without you guys. So tonight's about a couple things. Some special edition stuff, which is great. But also, it's the end of the year, right? So we're looking back at how this year went, and we're pretty happy. And so I think for us, we're excited to kind of be looking back at the year of 2017 and the things we did together with you guys, okay? So going back in time, start of the year in January, we opened our first experience store in Bangalore. So some of you guys were there, about 2,000 of you. I was there too, and I probably met some of you guys online, and I think it's become our home in India. And so I think we're really proud of that. And also excited to announce tonight that in 2018, we'll be opening our second experience store in New Delhi. So I think we're excited about that. And I think we're also glad that over the course of 2017, we also opened up, we're now at 55 service centers to provide support. So I think we feel good about the way things are going here this year. And if you haven't been to the Experience store in Bangalore, and obviously coming up in New Delhi, please come. I think what's great about it is it's a place where you can go experience OnePlus products, experience the brand, and also like tonight, it's a place where you can go engage and meet other people from the OnePlus community. So invite you guys to come along, if you have a chance. Looking back to more recently, June, right? So in June, here in Mumbai, we launched the OnePlus 5 with you guys. So when we launched, a couple things that were pretty impressive to see. 1,500 tickets to attend the event sold out almost instantly, and 2 million of you guys watched the stream online. And so I think for us, our most successful launch, our largest launch anywhere, but also I think what it did was it showed the passion of the OnePlus community in India. I think to me, it's unrivaled anywhere in the globe, and so we appreciate the support. Speaking of the OnePlus 5, one of the things we learned this year was from talking to you guys was it's maybe hard to figure out during the festive season what you're going to get your family and friends, and so we got feedback on that. And in August, we launched the OnePlus 5 Soft Gold to a very popular response. So this year for us, OnePlus 5, we were pretty proud. I think the response to OnePlus 5 was really positive. It's been rated ahead of other premium brands in terms of user satisfaction, and also the response the product got from global media, Indian tech media was very, very positive. So great 2017, a lot of other good things we did with you guys this year in 2017. At the Experience store in Bangalore, one of the things that we did was we hosted TEDx talks with you guys. So a lot of people came and had a chance to come and experience those. Also this year, a lot of you guys are university students. We met you guys on campus tours and had a chance to interact with you guys there. Also this year, photo walks. Some of you guys were able to join us and take some great pics in different parts of India and share tips and share instructions on camera. Outside of India, some great things we did with community members as well. One of the things we did this year for the first time was we went to Australia for the first time and met users face-to-face and got feedback from them, and a community that we hadn't had necessarily a chance to talk a lot to. And actually, ironically, in Australia, I actually met a lot of users that were actually Indian users, but happened to be down in Australia, maybe there for university study, graduate study, visiting family, or working. So that was great. Another thing that was new to us this year, in London, we had our first Open Ears forum where we got feedback from users on what we could do better in respect to service. And actually, a lot of the people in this forum helped us directly contribute to ideas that we're now using to improve. So I think that was great. And then also more recently, we had our second Euro tour where we went around Europe and met different users in different parts of Europe. So a lot of great things in 2017. Most recently, a couple weeks ago, we launched the OnePlus 5T, and we're pretty proud because the response has been pretty positive. So far, the response has been good, and user satisfaction rate on Amazon.in has been very good. And I think for us, it's a continuous theme of continuous improvement, always trying to get better and trying to get better with each product. So I think we're happy with 2017. And so what I'd like to do now is bring up my friend Simon, OnePlus product manager, to talk to you guys a little bit more about our most recent flagship.
Thanks a lot, Kyle. Hello, guys. My name is Simon, product manager at OnePlus. Or I can say, Namaskar Mumbai, me Simon. Thank you. So like Kyle mentioned before, a couple of weeks ago, we have launched in New York OnePlus 5T. It's been great to hang out with our community, see the first reactions, and listen to you guys' feedback about our company, about the phone. And somebody actually flew all the way from India just for this event, so it's great from you guys. Also, we hosted a lot of pop-up events all around the world where we could hang out with with our users, with community, they could experience phone on their own firsthand. And today, oh, sorry, guys. Also, we knew that not all of you could come to New York and could experience this firsthand. So we have provided a unique experience, especially for you guys. So we have hosted 5 events in 5 theaters across India. Who has been there, by the way? Yeah, great. Awesome. Thanks for being with us again, then. And actually, 2,000 people came for this event, so it's quite a significant number. And today, I'm here to refresh your knowledge about the OnePlus 5T. So let's start with the video that you guys called epic. I know a lot of you guys know a lot about the OnePlus 5T. I have actually even today seen some of you using the phone already. So let me just quickly recap the most important things about OnePlus 5T and what it makes such a great phone. First off, the new immersive display. The second thing, our own version of Android called Oxygen OS. The third thing, our new camera setup. And the fourth one, the top-notch performance. So let's start with the screen. You guys know that we are not trend followers and we are not striving to be fast. So actually, before we made this big change from 16:9 to 18:9 ratio screen, we got to know that the quality will be right, and we had to know that it will be beneficial for you guys. And this is how we came up with our new full optic AMOLED screen. It's 12.5% larger than the one you can find on OnePlus 5, but the form factor of the device remains the same, so we are providing way more immersive experience for you guys. Also, we got you covered in harsh lighting. So whenever the light is really strong, we are improving contrast and colors of the screen to improve your experience. So whenever you're gaming or browsing gallery or taking photo, we are improving the experience. It's not a problem where I'm from. Like in Poland, we have autumn and gray sky for 11 months a year. But I know, guys, that in India, in sunny India, it's a big deal. The second big change, actually, is moving fingerprint scanner to the back of the device. It's in a pretty naturally resting place for your index finger. But we also knew we have to have you covered in a scenario where you actually cannot reach the fingerprint scanner. Like, for example, when the phone is on the table. And this is how we came up with this. One of the fastest and the most secure face unlock features available on market. What do you guys think about it? Have you tried it? That is kind of true. So the response, like from you guys and also from the media, has been very positive. So let's see the video about what our friends in media has to say about our new screen and the new face unlock feature.
The display is way better, and the top and bottom bezels are cut down a lot.
Because they made the display larger, that brings us to our second major change with the 5T.
Whoa!
No joke, you literally pick up the phone, hold it up to your face, and you are in the phone.
It like unlocks instantly. It's so stupid fast.
I pointed towards you. Nada. Bam! It's a thing!
Fast.
The fast
Yeah, it's hard to disagree with Mr. Mobile. Like, it's the fastest damn face unlock feature I've ever used as well. But we know that face unlock is not enough for you guys, and we know that options are good. And it doesn't matter if we are speaking about the software customization or we are speaking about the way you unlock your phone. So this is, of course, why we kept our speedy fingerprint scanner. But speaking about the software, let's talk about our refined version of Android that we call Oxygen OS. So Oxygen OS is based on 4 pillars. The first one is user interface. So we know you guys like pure Android, right? So this is why we're not trying to break the experience. We're trying to add value to this experience. The second thing, we are keeping the phone bloatware-free. We had just one goal, creating clear software and user satisfaction. So we know that preloading a bunch of unnecessary apps just take up memory and slow down your phone and ultimately ruins your experience. The third thing, we know that fast and smooth phone is super important for you guys. So we put a lot of effort to optimize the software towards it. But also the fast phone is irrelevant if it cannot last long on battery. So that is our other goal. And actually with OnePlus 5T, we get a lot of positive feedback. And the final result even exceeded our expectations. So we're pretty happy about this. Let's talk about camera. So this year especially, our focus has been very much on India. Our product and research teams are here very often. This is why I'm here all the time. If you guys ever come by to Bangalore, just drop by the experience store, say hi. We've conducted a lot of research this year, and mostly the researchers were focused on India, on camera, sorry. And we found out 2 most important factors that we should focus on to improve Indians' experience with our camera. And these points are portrait mode and the low light photography. So portrait mode debuted with the OnePlus 5, and it has been the best received new feature of the OnePlus 5. So obviously we're bringing it back to the OnePlus 5T, and it's obviously as well majorly improved. So first thing, the secondary sensor on OnePlus 5T is now of aperture of focal 1.7 instead of 2.6, so it's way larger than previously. And because of it, we no longer need to crop your portrait photos. So take a look at the difference. And the second thing about the portrait mode, we have majorly improved how it's processed in the background. So our camera is taking a bunch of photos while the primary sensor is focusing on the foreground and the secondary sensor is focusing on the background. And then it selects the best photos, combining them together to create what we call a depth map. In the next stage, we are combining all photos taken, and because of it, OnePlus 5T can understand which part of the photo is noise and remove the noise. And in the final stage, we are combining the new denoised photo and the depth map to create a stunning portrait. It's a pretty advanced process, and it's pretty complicated, but it takes our camera less than a second and processes it all in the background. Take a look at the portrait photos shown on OnePlus 5T. And the second aspect in our camera that we have decided to majorly improve with OnePlus 5T is the low light photography. So we know you guys have a lot of good reasons to take a lot of low light photos like Diwali or beautiful landscapes all across India. So it was important for us to address these issues. And we think we did really well our job because we received a lot of positive feedback from media, from other users, especially after the last update to Oxygen OS version 4.7.4. We are doing good because we have introduced what we called intelligent pixel technology. So when the light drops to below 10 lux, we are switching from primary sensor to the secondary sensor, which combines 4 pixels into one to capture more light and improve clarity of the photos. Check out how our camera handled this difficult lighting scenario. And finally, let's talk about what has been OnePlus' signature since OnePlus One, so our top-notch performance. As a benchmark for ultimate performance, we understand perfection in those 4 aspects. So first one, processing power. With Qualcomm Snapdragon 835, the most powerful chipset available on market. We provide you guys the smoothest, fastest experience, and your phone is able to handle the most difficult tasks. In terms of memory, up to 8 GB of the fastest LPDDR4X type of memory that provides you guys with the ability to switch between apps lag-free. You never need to wait till your apps actually loads. And then there is up to 128 GB of internal memory manufactured in UFS 2.1 standard, supporting dual-lane technology for the fastest saving and reading data. But you guys know hardware, you guys know phones, so you know that the best specs is not enough to provide the best performance. So if that would be fact, we'll probably have like a 20 fastest phones on market. But there's a reason why OnePlus is the fastest, and the reason is software. So let me take as an example software feature called App Priority. So your phone actually becomes faster over time as it learns which app you use more frequently, which one seldom, and the frequent apps will be kept in the process to load them faster, and the seldom used apps will be removed from the background to not take up too much memory on your phone. And finally, last but never least, there's dash charge. You guys know it's not a marketing when we mention that dash charge changes user habit. It's the same what Jose said. You no longer need to charge your phone overnight. It's enough to top up for half an hour in the morning or in the car, like commuting to work, and it's enough for the whole day. It still remains the fastest way to charge your phone, regardless your screen is on or off. But I think it's enough about the midnight black version of OnePlus 5T, because you guys came here to listen about the Star Wars, right? All right. So for that, let me introduce our friend from Disney, Abhishek, who is country head of Disney India, to tell us more about details of our cooperation, as well as Kyle. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. It's always a privilege to be among Star Wars fans, and I assume we have many here. You know, one of the perks of the job that I do is I had the good fortune to watch the movie last night at our India premiere. And I must say that all of you are in for the biggest treat of the year. And we are making it extra special with this unique launch of the Star Wars-themed OnePlus 5T. And you heard all the great things about the phone. At Disney, we are always hard at work to create fun and innovative experiences around our global brands. You know, whether it is the heart of Disney, the joy of Pixar, the strength of Marvel, and of course, the force of Star Wars. I believe I'm talking to a lot of the converted folks here, but there is really no denying the immense cultural impact that Star Wars has had, not just on the movie industry, but it is probably the biggest pop culture phenomenon of our time. And you know, we are again thrilled to have thousands and millions of dedicated fans across the world, across generations, who have followed this from their first introduction to the saga. Over the years, the Star Wars galaxy has expanded, from the first movie in the 70s to the latest one that is being released globally tonight and tomorrow, everywhere. There are over 15,000 characters, vast storytelling opportunities revolving around the balance of the light and the dark side. All of this is taking place across a linear timeline, bringing together many, many beloved characters across a constantly expanding universe. So, with such a great legacy to uphold, it is imperative for us to partner with the best and bring even more greater experiences to our users and to our fans everywhere. Today, with Star Wars, we have fans immersed in experiences across, of course, the movies, television, products, and games. We continue to look at opportunities to engage the fans, excite our fans across ages, and make the franchise a part of their everyday lives. We are, again, privileged to work with partners such as OnePlus, globally as well as locally across various platforms to connect with our fans and create the most unique and innovative experiences. As we gear up for the release of the Star Wars The Last Jedi in India tomorrow, we are really, really excited to launch this unique offering with OnePlus, the OnePlus 5T Star Wars Special Edition phone. We are really delighted with the way the team, the OnePlus and the Disney team has integrated the Star Wars experience, the theme from the upcoming movie, The Last Jedi, into the phone. And thanks to Kyle and team for all of that. And we hope that the Star Wars fans and the OnePlus fans enjoy these offerings. May the Force be with you today, tonight, and always.
Thanks, Abhishek. So I think great points in terms of you need to do exciting things to keep a really active, passionate community engaged. And so I think for us at OnePlus, we've been pretty happy this year where the engagement and the passion that OnePlus users in India have showed for the brand. And I think a couple weeks ago when we launched the OnePlus 5T, that passion was on display across the world globally. So I think we're both pretty happy tonight to show you what we think is a pretty unique partnership that really pays homage and honors two really passionate communities. So maybe enough talking from us tonight.
Absolutely.
So for you guys here, we're really proud and honored to show for you guys the first time the OnePlus 5T limited edition Star Wars edition.
Let's do this.
So I'd like to now invite to the stage OnePlus's product manager for the Star Wars edition, Chi, to the stage to tell you guys a little bit about the story behind this partnership. Take it away, Chi.
Thanks, Carl. Hello, Mumbai. I'm Shi, product manager of OnePlus 5T Star Wars Limited Edition. Before I'm able to continue, there's something I need to check here. Sadly, I'm not allowed to share you with any detail of this product unless you are a real Jedi. So, who am I speaking with? Are you a real Jedi here? Yes! Are you a real Jedi here? Yes! Great, great to know. Okay, I see a stormtrooper there. This is the regular way to make a limited edition. Putting a logo on an existing device, is boring. However, it's definitely not the OnePlus way to make a limited edition. I'm sure, as you already know, we didn't just add a logo. We also changed the color. But is it really the OnePlus way to make a limited edition? No. There's a lot more. We focus on unnoticeable details that you cannot always see until you have it in your hands. We saw a meaningful war taking place on planet Crete. Crete is a red mineral world dusted by a layer of white salt. Does it remind you of something? I hear you. OnePlus Sandstone. Since OnePlus One, our community has loved it. We do greatly care the feeling of the phone in your hand. So it wasn't something easy to make, but it was something we really need to do it. Combining the Crete white salt and the OnePlus Sandstone led to Sandstone White. Today, when I hold this phone in my hand, when I touch the back of the phone, this is how I imagine the surface of Crete. You don't believe me? You try that. OnePlus Sandstone has been a material that everybody loves. Together with Sandstone White, we have the white ceramic fingerprint. Is that really just putting a logo? Of course not. It's the notch of the red mineral on Crete planet. Our defining feature has always been alert slider. On planet Crete, white salt and the red mineral can't exist without each other. So we decided to color the alert slider to match the red mineral. I hope you like the way it looks. Alert slider and horizon line. So, what do you think? You like it? Yeah. Cool. That's just the hardware. OnePlus way is to provide the best user experience. To do that, we also pay close attention to Oxygen OS. Designers from both sides, OnePlus and Star Wars, created a Star Wars theme inspired by The Last Jedi, a red, black and white thing. We pay extra attention to the details. Let's take a look. The Star Wars widget, the display effect on AMOLED, also the accent color, etc. Just find out yourself. We have also included 10 special Star Wars wallpapers just for you. Okay, some of you may be wondering, what about the software updates? Don't worry, I promise you that you will receive the latest OTA as every user of OnePlus 5 and OnePlus 5T. We created an experience that integrates software and hardware. But is that enough? Of course not, right? Over the years, we've noticed that you are crazy about the OnePlus case. Many iconic characters in Star Wars have a mask, like Kylo Ren. How can OnePlus 5T Star Wars Limited Edition not have one? Here, I present you OnePlus 5T Kylo Ren case. But I want to remind you here, the case is only meant for protection, not to inspire going to the dark side. It comes with OnePlus 5T Limited Edition box. So what else is in the box? Let's take a look. On behalf of OnePlus Jedi Order, I would like to take this chance to thank Lucasfilm Studio for creating such an amazing product with us. Thanks, Lucas. Everybody knows that OnePlus gear is amazing. We've also included OnePlus Star Wars t-shirt and laptop bag. However, these items are not for sale separately. Okay, let's recap. What do you like the most here in the box? Case? Case? Sandstone? Slider? Me? Thanks for loving me. Yeah. Actually, you know what's my favorite in the box? Well, yes, I do love everything, but honestly, my favorite part is the greeting card. You see, there's a manifesto of Jedi on it. We spend half of the time developing this greeting card. Maybe we are the only technology company this serious about making a paper card. Do you know why? Any volunteer? Okay, because I won't tell you here. Attention, only those who are chosen by the Force and OnePlus can understand what I'm saying here. May the Force be with you. Never settle. Thanks for your time. Let's welcome Kai back to the stage.
Thanks, Shi. All right, so let's get to some of the details you guys might be interested in. So, heard somebody ask earlier, price. All right. So the OnePlus 5T limited edition Star Wars will $38,999 rupees, and will go on sale midnight tonight. Okay, so OnePlus Store IN and Amazon.in tonight for anybody that's interested in getting it. So also, for a lot of you guys watching that maybe weren't able to get here to Mumbai to join us tonight, we'll be taking the Star Wars Limited Edition on the road to pop-ups across India. So I think for tonight, you know, I mentioned at the start, it's our 4th birthday, right? So in addition to that, please go online, 15th to the 19th. We'll have special offers and giveaways. So we're coming to the end of the evening, so we saved a couple things for the end. One other thing that you may have read about is we're also sponsoring 10,000 community members to go see Star Wars The Last Jedi. Okay. And I also want to, before the end of the evening, call attention to something you noticed earlier. We have a special guest tonight. So I'd like to maybe just on the stage, for real quickly, bring up to the stage our friend Lou, aka Unbox Therapy, on his first trip to India.
Hello,
all right, here he is. Welcome, man.
Thanks for having me, India.
So his first trip, you know, it was like 3 weeks ago. We were in New York and we were chatting, and I remember you mentioned to me that like you noticed followers in India were increasing, right?
So yeah, so this is actually really interesting. So I pay attention to my analytics on YouTube, and I noticed the country creeping up the list in terms of viewership, and that country was India, and now it's number 2 next to the United States in terms of my viewers. So I was like, you know, I got to get out there. I got to see what's happening. I got to see what kind of tech fans are out here. And Hey, I love you too, man. So anyway, you got like the whole trip. It has not disappointed. It has not disappointed at all. And everybody that I've met, it's amazing to see how tech savvy and tech enthusiastic the Indian community is.
Yeah, so we're glad to have him here on his first trip. So you guys will get a chance to interact with him tonight. Also, for the folks that didn't make it here tonight, some exciting news. So tomorrow, we're coming to Bangalore. So join us in person at the Experience Store for the pop-up. And also for everybody online across India, at 3 p.m., we'll be doing an AMA with Lou, answering all your questions about tech in 2017 and his trip. So please join us online. So we're glad to have him. Thanks for coming again, Lou.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, everybody.
All right. Last. Okay, so we're getting to the end here. So for you guys, I hope you didn't make plans for after this, because right after this, later tonight, you guys are going to be the first people in India to see Star Wars: The Last Jedi. All right, so later tonight, 9:30, we'll head up to Auditorium 5, and you guys will be the first people in India to see the movie. So we're excited about that. So thanks, everybody, for joining tonight. Right after this, we'll head out to the Experience Zone. You get a chance to see and experience the phone, and take it away tonight if you want to buy it. For friends in the Indian media, please stick around. We'll do some Q&A. And I think everybody else will see you this weekend at the pop-ups. So thanks again for the support in 2017. We could not have done it without you guys. And remember, never settle. Thanks.